Hi, I'm Nicole Zulu. Welcome to Caterpillar Cocoons Trust's first ever episode of Adulting 101. Today's session is entitled Reclaiming the Self. Hashtag finding the you that you were before the world got its hands on you. There's a quote that I love by Emma McDowell, and she states that finding yourself isn't really how it works because we aren't a $10 bill lost in last year's winter coat. Finding yourself is an excavation. It is excavating all the lies, all the misnomers, all the labels that we accepted as our truth. Finding yourself is a returning to self. It is figuring out who you were before the world got its hands on you. I feel like this is particularly insightful because finding ourselves isn't about figuring out who we are. It's about figuring out who our authentic selves are. I've noticed this in the education space. I noticed that when children were given positive words, when children were given amazing feedback, told about their capabilities and all that they could be, they would move up at least 1.5 grades. And you'd find that they would be more motivated, they would be happier, more contented, and better students all around. Now, what does this have to do with discovering who we are? We accept the negative labels that we've been given, so much so that we live beneath our potential. I'm sure we've realized this when we've had authority figures, be it teachers, family members, friends, tell us negative things about ourselves. We internalize them, we hold them as truth, and we shy away from becoming ourselves or being our authentic selves because we feel like we're somehow less because of what we've been told. Why do we believe these lies? Why do we accept these misnomers? Why do we hold on to these labels and actively justify them, giving them a home in our lives? I'd like to think about it as the attention economy. First and foremost, we need to realize that 9 times out of 10, bad news travels faster than good news. So more often than not, individuals who speak into our lives or try to will say something negative, whether it's criticism, whether they want to tell us about what we've done wrong. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be negative. So why do we accept this as truth? Because if someone has spoken into our lives, they've given us their time, their energy, and they've made an effort to be heard. On a subconscious level, because we've been given attention, we assume that we are being valued. If someone's going to expend their time, their effort, and their energy towards me, then they must, on some level, care about me. If they care about me, then whatever they're saying is in fact true, because you wouldn't lie to someone that you care about. And in a warped, twisted way, we accept their words as truth because on some subconscious level, because they've given us attention, we think they must care about us and therefore they must be right. Now, easy example to show this or illustrate this point. Think of a picture. 5 of you take a picture. You will vet the beauty, the value of that picture based on how you look in it as opposed to everyone else. So whenever we're given attention in whatever shape, way, form, size, we automatically hold on to it because it's showing that we are valued in some way. Now, why is that problematic? That's problematic because only you know why you are the way you are. I'll give an example. Only you know why you have the toxic traits that you have. For example, if you're emotionally distant, this could be because you had an absent parent or you had a very traumatic relationship that has left you scarred. Only you understand why you are wired the way that you are because only you hold the totality of all of your experiences. Having said that, only you can change who you are because you cannot want change for someone who does not want it for themselves. So, what's the next step? How do we then reclaim ourselves? I'd advise taking personality tests. I have a mild disclaimer. Personality tests cannot in and of themselves quantify or contain an entire human being's experience, past traumas, idiosyncrasies, but it can give us an understanding of our core traits, our core ideals, and the fundamental aspects of our personality, such that we can then analyze our strengths and weaknesses. With regards to our strengths, we can then turn them into our superpowers so that we are elevated in our places of work and we build sound relationships with our friends and family. In line with our weaknesses, we can then figure out who we are in order to become better and to improve. Hashtag know yourself to grow yourself. Best personality test I'd advise would be 16personalities.com. So www.16personalities.com. Really great, really insightful, and sometimes eerily accurate. Once you figure out who you are, you can then improve on the aspects of yourself that are less desirable and become a better version of you. In closing, I say to you, who were you before the world got its hands on you? And are you willing to figure it out?